Law Enforcement Pirate Radio Network. Radio Free Larry presiding.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Radio Free Larry.
All right, here we go again. Buckle up, rough roads ahead. They're trying to chatter in my head. I'm just driving through the parking lot, getting out here. I noticed a couple things. That's all. So here we go. Could be a hack. Could be Satan. Could just be weird. So 5 minutes went in like 10 seconds, and all of a sudden, I'm out of the line, or I'm actually bumped. And I actually didn't get the message to go to the actual window until somebody was already there. And it looked like they'd been there for maybe a minute. So somebody could have been delaying my text messages, like a spy, whether it's U.S. or foreign or private sector. Doesn't matter. It's criminal if that happened. But the system's built for that. So I got to see how that responded. Now, it wasn't working on the text. It was almost like I was missing a text telling me what to do. But I got the blip while I was in there, go to the kiosk. So I went in the kiosk and I entered again. And then it said, okay, this is your last chance. It'll be about a couple minutes or something. And I was there. And while I was in line, there's a lot of typing they have to do. 100%. But the system's like, okay, look over there. See, she's typing a lot there too. So it has nothing to do with you or us messing with you. So again, that's what's supposed to happen if you're being attacked. The system in that area should pick up and protect you. Again, that's why we have government, theoretically. And it's more metaphysical than it is anything else. Because if once you get to have to get to the physical part of it, then the metaphysical government failed. So it did pick up trying to explain some things to me. Really nasty curses, whoever they are. I don't know if they're resident in there, so you may want to heal it. Well, you're giving licenses to Latino people, and that's going to curse that location. That's going to happen. So, again, if you don't have people that know to heal the workplace, then that'll build up. Could have been real time also. Again, it wouldn't. What I'm receiving is it's not just me or just that place. It's a combination. I'm being cursed directly. What else happened? Went pretty smooth. Oh, I moved my binder with all my paperwork over on top of the signature pad like a minute, not even a minute, like 30 seconds before I had it signed. So again, something's trying to throw the flow off there. Again, people that are, wealthy and all that, this is how they figure out their life with all the type of things that I'm speaking about. They may say it different. It might be for them, but they have a quote unquote, and we are just waste management here. Excuse me, vehicle. I have to get in front of you. That's what came up when I was getting out of the government. Waste management. That's what these people believe, and that's why we're all having trouble in everything that we're doing because we're human waste. Became president. Now Biden, he's like Admiral. What was his name? That was drugged in the Nazi world. He's just living that drug life. He's not going to step over certain lines to protect the people. Now, again, the protection is supposed to be metaphysical because in his life, that's probably how it works. But you have to understand, it's not working. It doesn't work. It's like gangland warfare at this point. And you have to protect the people additionally, which means you have to bring cases against these people. So that's how the system's supposed to work. So first, it's supposed to be a metaphysical protection. What else happened in there? Let me think. I don't think anything else. It went real smooth. No, it was pretty pricey. I'm not sure what I paid in the other states, but I'm almost sure it was less than that because I had to pay property tax. So I'm not sure, what that means. And I'll look to see if I was supposed to pay it and how that works. I think Virginia had property tax. Right. Now they may have a lower other tax. Again, I'm not against tax. It's just where we are with it. What are we seeing? What's the collective impact? In What's one thing about Oklahoma? I think their taxes are pretty well, especially if you're a retired government person. So again, they hit my finances because I was coming out of debt, but yeah, I don't foresee it being any much more than what's happening. 100%. Again, if I have to pay the 300, it would have been better. But I was able to put it on a credit card where I could probably pay it off with my next paycheck. Thank you, Marsh. But if I wasn't blocked from moving into an apartment, it would have been much easier for me. Because I wouldn't be needing to spend money driving, going to do things. I would have been near a trail system, and I just would have spent the day walking, and if I was well enough, riding a bicycle eventually. So again, that did impact what monies I have to spend to have a normal day. I mean, you have to get away from the hotel every once in a while. It's not a resort, Right. But if you have your own place and there's trails, you won't necessarily be driving to get a breath of fresh air. You just hit the trails and take a walk. Right. Again, this is what God's mind is considering all of that and calculating all of that. Even if, you're a sinner or a criminal or whatever they say you are. So first off, if your life isn't one that's judgeable, then God doesn't even start judging you. So my life has never reached that point based upon the corruption that was put into it. So again, relationship with others going on, it's not well, a lot of down going on, and I'm asleep the whole time. And then I finally wake up, and then they already have a calculated assassination plan working through governments, private sector, foreign, domestic, that kind of thing. Thank you, Larry. So again, if you just would have let me go off of my life, I would have been judged, but you all know how it would work. Right? I'd have been in some spiritual place doing charity all day. So, either way, God's got you. Right. That's how the system works. So again, someone like Trump obviously can't find heaven. He's just not going to get there. He was executing people in his lifetime and causing people to fall. And he may call it politics. You may call that person a sucker, whatever it is, but that's the big no-go. It caused me to miss my exit. 100%. That's okay. It's not detrimental. Now let's see if I can pick it up and figure out where to go next. How to exit properly. And I already received the buzz, I think. Because last time I missed that exit, last couple times, I ended up having to go couple exits down before I could spin around and get where I needed to go. This should be it right here. Right. Thanks. But again, this is all that's calculated by God in a day, in a lifetime, as to how it all works. And wherever it comes from, they're the ones that bear the brunt of the judgment. And some things, like obviously God's not going to judge me for missing an exit. 100%. Oh, oops. Actually, I think I went the wrong way again. That's okay. Probably should have went there. Right. That's what happens. Okay, now I figured it out. No, I received the wrong cue again. I'll heal it. What is it? It looks like you're supposed to make a right here to get around, but it's actually just implanted. I wanted to go straight and take the next exit. Right. Yeah, right there. That's okay. Well, maybe there will be an exit here. I'm not sure. I think no, I have to go all the way to 95th. Right. But again, wear and tear on your vehicle, extra gas. So again, it all adds up. They'll go, well, it's only this, and it only cost you an extra $1. But when you do that 10 times a day, if you're on 65 days a week, they actually have a thing where they force you to slam on your brakes. And that wears down your brakes. So then that reduces the mileage on your brakes. God has it all calculated, believe me. God just tells me what's going on. Like when I first woke up, he didn't like speak as much on that because I realize how it all works. But okay, they just made you. They just forced you to slam on your brakes. They wore down your brakes. It's going to cost you extra money. But God's calculating all this. Actually, I'm gonna go this way. Thank you, Larry. They blind your mind. Or God would have slowed you down before you, even if the person in front of you slammed on their brakes, causing you to slam on your brakes, God would have said, okay, slow down. He just would have thought it if God could get through, and then you would slow down and it would work. You wouldn't have to slam on your brakes. Like, oh, God saved me from slamming on my brakes. And God getting through doesn't mean you're good or bad or indifferent. 100%. Boy, those new Broncos, that was it's like a two-door, was it? Do you have a two-door? It looked great. Guy had it jacked up like sky high. It's good with that one, but you gotta have money, Is my Bronco in heaven? I doubt. I'll just like fly. I won't worry about a Bronco. or I'll just like blip myself around. I wouldn't even have to fly. All right, so here's my new bank. Hi. You're in my old bank, but now my new bank. Thanks for the extra $200. I needed it. I don't think they like Chase for some reason. Chase is a difficult bank if you don't have money, but I mean, not if you direct deposits, you're fine. But it's it's a wealthy person's bank generally. I mean, they really cater to wealthy people. 100%. Where do I want to go? Anything? Oh, trying to make me go through the yellow. This is what it was, a setup. Person behind me, stop way behind me. Are you one of them? Are you listening to me? Maybe God helped me by making them stop way behind me. Hey, it's the Popo. OP Popo. Oh, it's vehicle 1-4. Very funny. Now you got to bring vehicle 1-7. Oh, whoa, that was a setup. Almost rolled back in the vehicle behind me. It takes a lot of energy to register your vehicle, which it shouldn't. So that's going to be a ding on Kansas. Oh, their curses are manifesting. And again, of course, yesterday I had to help my homeless friend, so that would ding it first. So again, this is the opposite of what the system's supposed to be. You register your vehicle, you're supposed to get an up, right? You help somebody with, that is homeless, that needs to get somewhere, it should be an up. Oh, I actually went the wrong way, but it's the right way. Had to go this way. Go through the parking lot at the La Quinta. And then I go over here and I get on Lenexa Drive. Watch the geese. This is a Popo thing. Popo showed me this one inside. Lady's feeding the geese. Don't feed the geese, lady! She's dumping out a huge thing of seed, but she got a nice vehicle. I'm sure she got money. No wonder they're here. They walk across the road. They just sit there and look at you. Huh? You want me to move? Call a cop. Go ahead. So they wanted to say I was a liberal growing up. I wasn't a liberal. I was what do they call them, a Volvo Republican or something. Without a Volvo. I think the Volvo Republicans are gone. Is that what it is? That's Democrats. Huh? So again, there's your target. So Tucker can't help you with that. That's why they're bringing up all this social injustice to try to get. Oh, they fixed the road. It's done. I get through here. Yay. Oh, wait a minute. Doing construction over here. That's some weirdo crane looking thing here. What are we building here, guys? Por favor. Nosotros. Trabaja. Something over here. And usually they have a sign saying what they're building, but they're not saying. Or I don't say. Public communication, so they know what you're building. Worth points, That's how the system really is supposed to work. They turn to corruption. I mean, devils, foreign governments are taking over. So it's no longer what benefits the United States and its people, because the people that were in power and had money sold out. So Trump's a big globalist. And I'm not making any condemnation one direction on being globalist, but the fact is he's a major globalist, and he's a globalist that involves himself with wealthy globalism and would have nothing to do with the people. No, he's not making money for the nation. He's making money for himself. Stole from the treasury. That's actually one of the cases. They're like grilling who was at bar. Why are they doing this? Well, it's pretty evident. Well, he's running for president. Well, John Gotti runs for president. Do we stop the case? No. And really, that's what he is. He's to a certain degree, he's a white collar John Gotti, but I don't believe it's all white collar. I don't know if you ever get to those cases, but there was silence on Earth for a half an hour. All right, so I guess that woman's not going to get back to me. Maybe she will. I imagine she would be freaked out if she didn't get on the bus. But her phone went active a couple of times, like as in Messenger. So unless it's some detective that arrested her playing around, he'll think she's actually somewhere. They're sick, man. Crooks ain't got nothing to worry about because they're spending their time on hit contracts, and some of those might be crooks, but not the majority, most likely, because that's the tough cases that won't commit a crime, so they have to try to force in the crime. My friend, this one black woman here is cursed so hard, and she told me her life story over a few days here and there, and she raised a bunch of kids and worked hard and had no good men in her life. But she's cursed so hard. If you sit there and listen to her more than 30 seconds to a minute, something attacks you. And I had to fight it. I was like fighting it, and finally I was like, I gotta go. So I got my paper tag. I think my registration for both vehicles in Oklahoma was a lot cheaper. But see, property tax is something else that they didn't hit me with. No, I don't know, it might be my vehicle or where I'm living. That's property tax. You charge property tax on an extended stay suite. Thank you, friend. Now my neighbor, I have no idea. Hopefully they're not like doing anything with him, causing him not to leave. I mean, if they're paying him, I mean, he can make money, but he's getting very drunk, and he's not working. He has the truck, but he's not working, as far as I know. 100%. See, that's the problem when they're here. I can't tell if it's what's going on in people's lives, to help them. At least twice a day he's running over to the tavern, and when he speaks, I try to like ignore it so he won't feel bad, but right. I mean, it's like he's stuck here. I mean, I don't know. He was supposed to leave last Sunday, he said. But I'm seeing that, like me trying to get things done, and something comes against it and delays it. But that was, once I got to the point of doing it, it was pretty painless. Right. As far as registration. But again, if I pay an additional tax here and unless, like, what's the sales tax here? Let me look at that. Now, I know the governor's trying to reduce the bite of the sales tax. That doesn't mean anyone else is. They'll fight it just because she came up with it. You go tell it to Jesus. see how he takes that one. Well, she was a Democrat and she came up with the sales tax, and there would be like more gay people if we supported what she did. No, your churches are making the gay people, willing it up. Actually, on specific people also, and as well as criminal government people. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. The sales tax. This is where it comes out. The sales tax is six. Oh wait, various cities and counties. So I have to look at that. I think it's lower, but I'm not sure. All right, so how can I find? I'll have to see how that works out. All right, sales tax. Okay. I think it's going to work out. It looks like it's going to work out. Oh wait, no, it's actually less than I thought. An average combines. Oh no, local. Oh, okay, I see how it works. Yeah, yeah, it was about 10%. So I don't think you're gonna, but it could. What's the total? Let me see. Johnson County. Johnson County sales tax. Oh no, it is pretty high. Oh, minimum. The minimum combined is 9. Yeah, it's pretty high. So there's no give. Well, wait a minute. I think there might be one area where actually. All right, let me see. Okay. See. Okay. Uh, there's a bill that there's 0% sales tax in Oklahoma on food, groceries. So that it looks like Kansas might have a higher tax rate, but then again, it may offer additional services. Maybe not to me, but that's why you have so much money to chase me around, right? You're charging all the people the sales tax. It's telling me to go somewhere. Where does it want me to go? Let's see here. To show me something. We healed that woman's vehicle. Let's see. What else? All right. That's that woman there. Oh, she needs to be healed. Same person. Don't know why. Well, she got a little bit weird. I got to heal these people. Heal in the name of Jesus. She got a little weird yesterday when she's like a Trump supporter, and that's okay, but she doesn't see it. I mean, at this stage of the game, it should be obvious. Because what Trump does is he takes credit for what God does or what's going on good, regardless of what he's doing. And I tried to tell her, I said, his economy was hollow. It eventually, there was no foundation, and it eventually eroded, and that was it. And that's when the downturn hit. Now, COVID was covering some of that, so they could just blame it on COVID. And I said, everything that they speak about Biden having trouble with, the cycle actually began under Trump. Oh, I see what it wants me to do. I got to spin my vehicle around for security purposes. I have cameras front and back, but there's a security setup that it wants me to keep. Could be God for all I know. Could be the police department. I don't know. That means probably should heal this place. That means something is about to happen where we would need that kind of right, that kind of video. To be clear, I mean, I would have it anyway, but if I put my vehicle this way, the video will be better. Yeah, I wasn't into it the other day, but when you were looking for somebody, I may have had that person on camera. It was a rough day. I was in a lot of pain. So I went into searching my cameras. If you're actually looking for somebody, but again, you may be just trying to do a psychological operation to freak somebody out. There's where my vehicle is. The guy leaves. I hate these narrow spots because I'm trying to be as nice as I can to both people and leave them an equal amount of space, It keeps steering me over this way. I have no idea why. Let me pull this over this way. Here comes the boss man out for his patrol. It was really weird today. When I walked out my door, the boss man was patrolling in one direction, and then I went back in my room after I went to my vehicle, and then when I came out again, he was patrolling in the other direction. But it was like right as I was. He was like it was the same kind of situation, but mirrored. So what they're doing is they're using numbers to torture people, and also with those numbers, and it has nothing to do with the crime. I mean, it could, but it really doesn't. There's a system beneath it that's very evil and sinister. And what they're doing is they're running series of numbers in front of a person to cause their mind to hyper focus on numbers. Again, it could cause mental illness. Again, I'm doing very, very well for what they've done to me. Again, I'm tortured, and they continue to torture me in the name of bullshit. And that's really what it is. And again, the government and the people suffer because of it. For the people that point at their wonderful life and how great everything is, they'll be in hell. They'll go straight to hell. God's already judged certain people. And if you look in the Bible, like God will give me that. And then when you look in the Bible, it does say that. Through Jesus, God judged people already. Even Jesus says other things about it, but there's a standard that Jesus speaks about. And it has nothing to do with being a basic sinner. And again, we have to go to Paul's life to see the extension of that. So most people are out there thinking that they have some sort of holiness, and they really don't, because they don't let the other people have the holiness. So they say, well, we're not that kind of sinner, or we're not that big of a sinner. Again, it's a scam. Because they're pretty much the devils that are causing the others to fall. They have, once you get into that type of mindset that we're seeing they're actually causing people to fall. They're just so into other people being the sinner. Again, I brought it before. The person that drinks has to be an alcoholic because all drinking leads to alcoholism. The person that has sex out of wedlock is a pedophile. Again, Large Marge is projecting from her office, Marjorie Green, for Democrats and trans people to be pedophiles. She wants that so bad. So again, there are others also. That is an evil that is condemned above all other evil in the scriptures. Stay peaceful. Praise God. And